Hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and Elemental Week has been going fairly well, save for Fire Element, which I feel I need to do another Fire Element one. Okay, the dice is spoken, and it is piano again. So, we've done the 4 classic elements, now it's time to move on to the one that's a little bit iffier. And when I say iffy, I mean it's not one of the classical alchemical elements, so to speak. But it is an element that, let's be fair, it's kind of hard to determine what exactly it is. I mean, it makes sense that it's its own thing, but it's just very... Pardon me. It's just one of those things that can be difficult to truly get an explanation of, and it definitely has no... It doesn't have its own bending style in Avatar. In a lot of games where lightning is a thing, it's either considered its own element, or it's a part of wind. So here we go, we'll take the citrine. And because this is going to be a heavy critical thing, we're just going straight with the critical hits on this one. No need to beat around the bush, we already know what we're doing. Lightning is an element where a lot of my favorite spells come from. Hold on, let me make sure. Oh, yeah. Now, in Avatar, lightning is considered a subset of firebending. And even though I kind of get it, I'm not sure I 100% understand. It's not what I would have chosen. But, what do I know? Now, the issue here is that one of the elements that... And this seems to be the pattern that's been going on. It looks to be the pattern here, too. Is, for whatever reason, I always get, at least I have this entire week, I start with by going to the same element that I'm currently working on, because frankly I just want to get that one over with, because the mooks there will not only resist my element but also the status effect that goes along with it. So get that out of the way first. But then for some reason the game decides, oh, you're doing all one element, we might as well make this just a little bit more difficult and put you up against the other element that resists what you do. And then the last one is always one of the neutrals. And it looks like this is no exception, so not only are we going to have to go up against both of the people that are strong against my element, but of course one of them would be Atlas, because why wouldn't it be? And I'm sure, as you saw in the previous episode, we are definitely not guaranteed to get all of the Arcana that we need in order to activate the jewel. Okay, so we've got a number of things here that I like. We definitely picked that up. And I'm going to wait to pick up anything else because I want to see what's available from Iris. As you saw in the last episode, she can be really selective and just completely work against you. I'm hoping she decides not to do that, but well, you know how temperamental she can be. Okay, well at least we get to upgrade Bolt Rail. Alright, so a little bit of extra armor isn't going to hurt anything. I don't know if I want the Noxious Dapper Cap or not. I think I'm going to leave that and try to enter the next floor with more money. Or what I can do, since there is a freebie on the ground. And yes, I am actually going to sell this, because even though I would really like the Crimson Clover, I think, and I do want to come across the other red portal vendors. So we're just going to use that as a bit of a pick-me-up. Now, I suppose we'll find out later whether or not that was a bad idea, but as of right now, I think it'll be fine. Also, I'm not taking Noxious Dapper Cap because I have a sneaking suspicion that it's not going to be very effective. Especially in the next floor where we're going up against Atlas and his mooks who are immune to poison anyway. Amongst some of the other red portal vendors that I'd like to find, I would of course like to find Dr. Song, because she has a chance at offering critical placebos. I would like to find Seville, because I would like to upgrade my robe, because remember, that's not only going to upgrade critical hit chance, it's also going to upgrade critical hit damage to find him. So ultimately, that's definitely something that we want to do. But I think it's a little early in the run to be taking Mercenary's Dagger, so I'm going to grab the Anchor of Burden. Yeah, we'll take that. I know the reason why many of you dislike Anchor of Burden, and even though I understand, I find that the extra damage and the increased stun time is really helpful, especially later on. Okay, so we get to upgrade our dash, but I'm noticing an extreme lack of other electric arcana. That's going to start to become a problem soon. We need more combat options. Especially with the idea that Atlas's knights are going to make it hard for me to use my projectiles. Of course, the game would give me a move that I think is extremely, extremely iffy. But that is part of the challenge of doing single element, is sometimes you have to work with things that you don't necessarily like. Four, five, six. Yeah, come on. That wasn't smart. There we go. That's not lightning. So I had mentioned that a lot of my favorite spells come from the electric element. And part of the reason why I like the electric elements so much is because it has a lot of spells that typically follow the principle that I like. I tend to really like multi-hitting spells. Reason is because those spells tend to have longer lasting hitboxes, or longer lasting effects, I should say, so they tend to control a bit more. Okay, game. I feel like I got cheated there. Oh boy, do we have options. And it's a good thing that we have options. So we definitely take twin turbines. We take Radiant Beat, and that's going to activate our baby. And then I buy this just so I don't have to see it again. Alright, so let's take a quick look at the Citrine. That's plus 20% to critical. So it's plus 36% to critical rates. And that's just as we exist now. And I see Dr. Song there. I do think I'm going to have trouble working with her, though. Mostly because she's going to take one of the spells that I really want to keep, which means I should have held on to the non-upgraded form of Voltaic Needle, but oh well. Which, I suppose if I had known that that's what the future held, I probably would have held onto the Token of Doom, but oh well. It's really difficult to just know what's coming up. It's part of how roguelike games work. And if there's anyone who comes up in the comments going, oh, I could have told you that was going to happen, you say, I will just look at them and go, hey, you're wrong. You didn't know shit. Let's not pretend like anyone is better than anyone else here, okay? Alright, I want to try to earn some more money, because at this point, what I would really like is to get the helm of Midas, so we have a little bit more protection against the unknown. Here we go. Oh, very nice. Alright. And yes, I can form a form. Wow, I'm just full of all the best words today. Now, I can afford the helm now, so we are going to make good use of that. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm just gonna move on. So yeah, should have taken the Token of Doom. Whoops, my mistake. Moving on. Sweet, I love coming to just dead-end donuts. They're my favorite type of donut, right next to all the ones that actually have flavor. Sucker. Oh yes, this is working out beautifully. See, the lightning element also contains one of the best control spells in the game, Twin Turbines. Which, yeah, one of the problems is that is that it's not one of those things that you should throw out if you're trying to use it as a get off me option. However, for what it does, it's absolutely one of the best things in the game. Which is why you'll frequently see it being used as a fight opener. Because it's not something that you use reaction. You don't use it on reaction, you use it proactively. Because I will say, the part of the spell that really does most of the work, which is of course the electric fences that it puts up. Yeah, that's the part that is the control part, and the part that everyone really likes. The first part is just a big damage dealer, which means that spell kinda does everything. Like, it's one of those things that people look at and then look to the devs and go, please don't nerf this. I mean, there's nothing here that's too great. I might grab the Puffy Parka, but I mean, its best use is, of course, with the Crimson Clover, which I'm going to have a harder time finding now. poisoned for like the next 6 years. Interesting. I get the feeling I won't use it, but I have a lot more respect for Thunder Drop than Voltaic Needle. Yeah, with the Citrine, and all lightning build gets really devastating. But here's the thing, I also like Nev's Ruby, but that's of course the run that I failed, and if you can't tell by the way that I keep mentioning it, I'm a little salty about that, because that run was really good. But of course it ended with Atlas, and we all know how high level Atlas ends. Typically with your demise. Alright, so this is... I like Thundering Chain, but that is more of a power move, and I have a critical hit build. So I think I'm sticking with what I have, at least for now. We will grab this. And hopefully you understand now why I like the Anchor of Burden so much. Just a small increase in the amount of stun that you lay on your enemies really makes a big difference. Alright, and now the biggest treat of all, going up against enemies that take neutral damage. I also find it funny that the only one of these that I've lost so far is the one where I actually got to go up against an enemy that took bonus damage against my attacks. Alright, we've got more stuff to upgrade, and you know, if we find Nocturne here, we're not even going to need his services, because I think I have the spells I want. But it's not Nocturne, but do you have anything I want? I mean, if I were going full armor, I would take Tortoise Shield. As is, the Graduation Bouquet is about the most interesting thing. And that's really just because I've already got it set as far as gold gain is concerned. But yeah, minus 50% gold gain, that's really not anything that you should be aiming for. Like, there's a reason why I don't pick it up. But as you can see, the upgrade to damage from the anchor is definitely worthwhile with it. Oh, of course, signature runs out right as the enemies appear. That's not even right. That's right, birds. They know what's up. Should have listened to them. They're wise. The other thing that makes Nev Citrine so good is that... Okay, I will take this. Get a little Storm Mage action going on. Is that it causes all of your Electric Arcana to lay the shock effect, which, to be fair, a lot of them already do, but it just makes it so that it's a much more prevalent effect, and it makes it so that you have much more control over your enemy's movement. And that would definitely be why Nev Citrine is my favorite emerald, favorite gem. Apparently I'm having problems compartmentalizing my language today. You jerk. And do I think that this run is a done deal? And more than likely it is, but I'm not going to lay off on using best practices to take out the enemies around me, because that's how you lose runs, is by becoming overconfident and losing sight of your fundamentals. Screw it. Okay, so we are now moving much slower, but increased damage and stun by 20%? That's huge. And if you ask me, it's the... And I think I've already said this, so forgive me for repeating myself, but it's definitely the stun that's the more important part of that. I'm dumb. Alright, you got anything really good that I would drop something for? Actually, yes you do. So let's drop this for that. It's coming up a little late in the run, so... Not sure how useful it's really going to be, but it synergizes so well with the Surefire Rocket that I see no reason not to. Oh, and there's our Radiant Bead upgrade. Very nice. Alright, this is proving to be a particularly easy one. And it's kind of strange that it is, because it's not necessarily what I was expecting. She's so fast. I like Explosive Charge, and yes, I know that's basically just me, but not for this run. And I think the reason why I like it is because it works so well with my kind of like combo fiend playstyle. Yeah, I'm good. No real reason to pick up anything else, so yeah, we're solid. Now, by the time this goes up, I will have figured out the thumbnail question, but considering that lightning bending isn't its own thing in Avatar, there's no elemental archfiend of lightning, I don't know what I'm going to put on the thumbnail. Oh, last second frame. Ow. Owie. Wow, I got up buttons. God damn it. Ugh, that was almost disastrous. It's all because of the Null Flash agents. They are easily the most dangerous thing he does. But hey, it's done now, and like I said, by the time I figure out what to put for the lightning elements, you know, you'll already know. You can answer this like, hey, I guess you figured it out, huh? It's like, no shit. I guess that means there's no lightning bending emblems, and I might just have to put up a generic lightning bolt. It's like, yeah, look, it's lightning. We got it, thank you. Though I might have to break from the Final Fantasy theme for this one. I don't know, I'll have to give it some thought, but you'll know where my thought process ended up by the time this video goes live. You'll be able to see it, so for right now, I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you had a fantastic time. There is still one more element to go, of course. That is obviously our good old wild card element. That one will also just have to be chosen from, random. Because I'm pretty sure there's no dark bending elements in Avatar, and if there is, wow, they really expanded on that. But anyway, I appreciate you guys coming and spending some of your free time with me. I hope you had a wonderful time. I hope you have a fantastic day or night wherever you may happen to be, and I will catch you in the next one. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and take care, everybody.